Hey, good evening, everybody. How are you? Those of you that are watching, I'm just going to give a couple minutes for some people to come on. If you're watching this afterwards, just skip ahead a couple minutes or so. I always think that I'm going to go back and put timestamps in here, but that just doesn't happen. I'm going to go ahead and invite some people on from Facebook, and so I'll be right back to you. Good evening, Fortnite Llama. Can you guys hear me okay? That's always important to know. Let me know if you can. No, Kevin, not first. You are just a little bit late, my friend. You close though, real close. Real learning time. Mr. Mark Crosby's in the house. Missed you today, Mark. Let's see here. Okay, good. I'm glad you can hear me loud and clear. I'm just pulling up all my other little things here. I have to get better at, planning ahead and having all this stuff ahead of time. All this stuff up ahead of time. Tonight was a little bit crazy. We're just getting back from grocery shopping with 4 kids and going out to eat with 4 kids and all that stuff, and just getting back from vacation yesterday. And so it's been a little bit wild. But that being said, it's good. God is good. Very excited to be with you tonight. I'm not sure how long we'll be on, but we're going to have ourselves a conversation, see how many questions that we get. All of those things coming in. Perfect timing. My daughter just got doing a video. Nice. So your daughter's making YouTube videos still, Royal Learning Time? That's fantastic. Some of the videos from Deep Creek from last week got like over 500 views, and they're the ones that with my kids where I'm barely talking at all. So I think they need to be in more videos. Maybe they need their own channel. They like to be creative and they like to do that kind of stuff. So I think it'd be really cool. Okay, pulling up the live stream here so I can see your comments, and then we'll just get right into it. Okay, here we go. So, she took the summer off. Oh, she took the summer off doing videos. That's too much work, huh? No, you're not late at all, Roblox. You're right on time. We haven't even really started yet, so that's good. You're right on time. Candy Cane says, how's your day going so far? You know what? My day is going real good. We had a church service today that was really fun. Labor Day, we always have some challenges as far as people being away and that kind of stuff, but I like to plan really informal sermons, and so today we got out the whiteboard in church, and we've had more of a conversation than we had a sermon, and so that's always really fun, I think, and it was a good time. Michael Myers, do you play Fortnite? Never played Fortnite in my life. I did look it up just because I had to check it out. Once everyone's talking about it, I have to go and see what it is. That's just the nature of who I am. So I watched, who's the really popular one? Ninja. Watched Ninja play some Fortnite. I'm really interested in Twitch. I'm really interested in maybe moving this live stream over to Twitch and just try to see, if it gets bigger over time, then we can look at doing that. I think Twitch is a really interesting platform, and I'm just more interested in getting to know more about Twitch and what are the possibilities there from a church perspective. I think Twitch is really turning into a whole different platform than just gaming, and so I'm really interested to see where that goes. Church today about a few things. Oh, that's awesome, Candy Cane. Yeah, we would love to have you at church. That'd be really great. Jake, Mr. Waffle, that's Jake? Jake as in Kevin's son? Do I have the right person? You're happy for school, Roblox. Well, I'm excited that you're happy for school. That's fantastic. Not a lot of kids are happy to go to school, but starts Tuesday, I believe, for Armstrong, so that's exciting. Be real good for everybody to get back into routine, I'm sure. You guys, I'm just going to go live on Facebook real quick, so just bear with me. Hey everyone from Facebook, I just want to let you know we are live over on the YouTube channel, and so you can jump over to the YouTube channel real quick. We're going to be doing the giveaway for the Harper's gift cards, and then just having a conversation about the city of Kittanning and different things like that. So come on over and join us. Just go look up my name on YouTube, Andrew Ladisaw. That's LADDUSAW. You find the YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed there, please do that. And then we will, I'm live every Sunday night at 9 o'clock, and I've been doing daily videos now for over a month, so something like 5-6 weeks. So come on out and join us tonight, and let's have a little conversation. All right, God bless you. See you soon on YouTube Live. Okay, cool. We're good to go. We've got 11 people on here. That's definitely enough to go with, so that's great. Candy Cane, going in 10th grade. That's cool. Do you live right in Wick City, or do you live somewhere else? I know 10th grade, you're probably not driving yet. I'm assuming you can walk to the church, possibly. You got your drone stuck in a tree. What kind of drone do you have, 3D Maker? Shake the tree, Kevin says. Good advice, Kevin. You're the man. That's great. So just opinions from you guys. Do you want to do the giveaway first, or do you want to have a conversation about Kittanning? Do you have any questions about our vacation, Deep Creek, Maryland? Do you have any questions about City of Kittanning? I have one that's a carryover from last week that I want to talk about a little bit. But go ahead and throw some questions in there for us. We'll go from there. Wait for the giveaway. More people. Okay, that's good advice, Kevin. Let me pull up last week's. There was a question that was a carryover that I really wanted to talk about. And then, like I said, if you guys have anything you want to talk about as far as Deep Creek, that was a really fun vacation that we had. You can check out the videos from last week and get a little glimpse of it. But it's really a great place. Really fun to go down there and just kind of hang out. It's like a vacation, almost like a resort area, basically. But it's just really nice. Had a great time. Sorry, my computer's having issues here. I had to abandon my wife. She's putting away groceries, so hopefully she'll join us here at some point in the near future. Okay, here we go. So, here we go. So, one of the questions from last week was from Royal Learning Time. She said, she wanted to see the live stream and all that kind of stuff. But she asked about City Council and the higher-ups in Kittanning. Are they with you in trying to build up Kittanning and Ford City? And so I'd be interested to hear from Ford City's perspective. What the city government is like there. I have some opinions on the county government and then city government-wise. But yeah, if you guys have any questions pertaining to that, you can throw that on there. Hi, Ava. Good to see you. Glad that you're joining us tonight. I'm missing some comments here. So anyway, the city council, I think, is doing a great, well, I wouldn't say a great job, but I think that their hearts are all in the right place. I know several of the city council members personally. I know Andy Peters and Kim Fox, who've been on council for quite a long time, as far as I know, or at least for the last few years. They both really have a great heart for the community. I'm very excited about everything that they want to do. Their major issues, and I think the major issues with a lot of city councils locally, is that everyone works, and so it's very difficult for them to pour a lot of time and energy into the things that need done around town. So I think that they're on board, but at the same time, sorry, Ava, we'll talk. We'll get into more interesting stuff here in a little bit. For a 9-year-old. So as far as the city council goes, I think their hearts are in the right place. The two new members for this year in Kittanning's council are Joe Kilmeyer and Scott Davis. I'm planning to try to get both of them on the podcast, which is going to start this week. And so they have a really, really great heart, and they both have had a little bit more time to devote to things like codes enforcement and all those things to try to get more business in the downtown area, and just very excited for the city of Kittanning and what that's going to look like in the near future. So yeah, just wanted to answer that question from last week. I'm just very excited to see where that's going to go. yeah, I think the city government, they have major opportunities in codes enforcement. That's the biggest one. I think what they should do is we don't have a full-time codes officer. They're working on getting a city manager and doing those kinds of things to make sure that the codes officer is using more of their resources, their time resources better. But I think they need to identify some citizens in Kittanning that could go around and actually write the tickets for him, and then go ahead and and he could just sign off on the tickets as far as properties that need grass cut and all those kinds of things. Kevin, you'd be a great codes officer. That needs to happen. But you could be on like a citizen council where you could go around in the yards that were over 10 inches high or whatever. Then you could write the ticket, put it on the door, and then if they wanted to fight it, they could call the codes officer or whatever. And so I think that needs to happen for things like that, for things like, roofs caving in, for things like, paint peeling off the side of buildings that has been there for the last 10 years, graffiti, all that kind of stuff needs to just be taken care of. And so I'd be totally for a citizens group to kind of take that load off of the codes person, because Rick, he's the codes guy. He's a good guy. Don't have anything against him. Every time I've had to work with him, he's really great. But at the same time, he's just overworked and has too much to do and not enough time to do it. So that's my opinion on that. As far as county government, I think the county government is doing a good job trying to cut costs and do those kinds of things. They ran into some major lawsuit issues in the last year, so I think that their hands kind of got tied on the progress that they were making. But if you look at the new county building that's downtown, it turned out really beautiful. Got all those county employees working in downtown Kittanning, and now hopefully spending money in downtown Kittanning, buying lunch in downtown Kittanning, all that kind of stuff. And so I think that's great for the city. I'm excited about what they're doing. It's just a tough situation for city and county because they don't really have enough resources to do the things that they want to do. And every time that they talk about raising taxes, there's like an uproar because taxes are already really high around here. And so it's really hard to do. I think it'd be interesting in the future if we actually got together and had a conversation about what the city budget looks like, because I don't think a lot of people fully understand what that looks like, and they think that the city's just wasting a lot of money. And I do, I think that they're wasting some money, but at the same time, I think that our realization of what the situation actually is would help all of us, that we would have a better understanding of those kinds of things. So anyway, we got to get to something more interesting for Miss Ava here. 9-year-old Ava joining us tonight. I think that's really cool. So Ava's going to Florida next year. Congratulations. Are you going to Disney World or are you going to the beach? Let's see. Deep Creek video. Matt Smith says, Deep Creek videos were great. You should take the kids and family to Northmoreland Park tomorrow for the Labor Day Festival. I went today and the kids had a blast. $4 all-day ride passes for kids. That's really cool. I don't even know where the Northmoreland Park is. Is that in the North Hills? Someone's got to explain that to me where that actually is. I've never even heard of Northmoreland Park, to be honest with you. Volcano Bay, the new water park. That's fantastic. Good stuff. I think BFF is best friend forever there, Kevin. I don't think she's talking about her boyfriend, but Universal Studios, that's a cool place. I kind of want to go to I'm not even like a huge Harry Potter fan, but I've heard such good things about the Harry Potter thing, so I think that, I'd like to go see that. We're planning to go to Disney here in the next couple of years, so hopefully we can pull that off. And just as the kids get a little bit older, we really want to go to Disney. I think that'd be great. So, Kevin, thank God. Yeah, absolutely. All right. I'm going to pull up the Gleam website for the giveaway and just kind of get that set up as we talk here. So there's a lot of kids on here tonight. You guys said, how old are you guys and what grades are you going into? Do you go to Armstrong or? Kevin's not hip to the lingo. I'm not hip to the lingo either, Kevin, for the most part, but. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, very cool. There's a lot of answers coming in. Sorry, I'm just drawing the winners here, and then I'll announce them here in a little bit. Just making sure we have all eligible winners. Had one person that won from Texas, so they are out. And we got one more coming in here. Very good. Okay, everyone's from Ford City or Kittanning, so that's fantastic. That's what we want. Have you guys tried Harper's Grill yet? Harper's Grill is this amazing place in Ford City. They buy all their beef from a local family farm, just black Angus beef, and the burgers are just fantastic. They have also just really good French fries. They make waffle fries and then homemade chips, and then they make this homemade ranch dressing that is just out of this world. So just a great place to eat, great local business. The owner, Jake Armstrong, I don't know him personally, but the couple interactions that I've had with him, he has been just really, really awesome. And so, yeah, he seems like a great community-minded person. He's actually a descendant of General John Armstrong, which is like where the name Armstrong County came from. So if you guys don't know about General John Armstrong, go look him up for sure, all you kids going to school. And then all of the other all the other things about that restaurant. He just wants to employ high school kids. It's named after his 2-year-old daughter, Harper, all that kind of stuff. And so I just think if you have the opportunity, go there and support that local business. And hopefully we have some winners on the live stream tonight. But if not, we'll be having more giveaways in the future. I've had some interest from some other restaurants after they kind of see what we've been doing. And, when I asked Jake from Harper's, if he wanted to donate gift cards, he donated all of them. Normally I would buy half of them and then they'd donate the other half, but he donated all of them. So it just did really great. So that was really cool. Roblox, went there with your dad yesterday. Fantastic. Did you tell him that I sent you, or have you been there before, Roblox? And Ryland Games was there with a friend. That's cool. That's really great. Ava, go ahead to ask your question. That's fine. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm going back and reading a lot of different things. Matt Smith near Kiski High School. About 30 minutes from... that's the Northmoreland Park. Okay. Well, that's not too far away then. Vans, free parking, petting zoo, rides, and games. Well, that's really neat. So any of you guys go down to Northmoreland Park and go check that out. According to Matt, it's pretty cool. We had a 7th grader in here, a 3rd grader in here at Lenape, 10th grader going to AHS, 12 years old going in 7th grade, 12 years old going into 6th grade, Mr. Waffles going to AHS. Very cool, very cool. Ava lives in Kittanning. That's not Ava from church, is it? Is that you, Ava? Making a living water sign. That sounds awesome. Okay, I'm catching up on things. Mark, yes, you do owe me Yamato's. If you haven't been to Yamato's yet either, sushi, you have to make that happen. Ava, do you go to Living Water Church? I'm just making sure. We have an Ava that's about your age that goes to Living Water Church, so I'm just making sure. Want to try the Dudek burger there. Yeah, I want to try the Dudek double also. It's like this, it looks like it's as big as your head. And Zane Dudek was the one who designed it. He's a football player for Armstrong in their first year. Broke a ton of state and regional whippeal records. So I was trying to get him on the podcast, but he's not answering me on Twitter. So if any of you know Zane Dudek, tell him to hit me up and see if I can get him on the podcast. I think that'd be really, really cool. Ava goes to Plum to Amplify Church. Okay, very cool. I've heard good things about Amplify Church. Matt Smith says, I know Jake Armstrong. He used to be skinny as a beanpole. Yeah, he's not skinny now. He's like he's not fat, but he's a built dude. Living Water is the best church. God puts the best Pokemon there. That's totally true. Absolutely true. Ava, I'm so happy that you're going to Amplify and that at 9 years old that you're saying that your church is amazing. That is just the coolest thing. So that's really awesome. Very happy to hear you say that. Okay, guys, I think we're good to go. Mr. Waffle, I want to know what that sign you're making for Living Water Church. I need to know what that's going to look like. Living Water Church is the best church ever built, and Pokemon for life. Cool. That's awesome. All right. Just to throw this out there too, if you guys, there's 14 people in here and only 1 like on this video. So if you have just a moment, just hit like on the video. It helps to promote it a little bit. And I don't know how the YouTube algorithm works, but supposedly when you hit like and then they'll notify certain people that are like big fans of the channel. And then if we get a lot of likes on it, then they might spit it out notifications to some other people on the channel. So I don't know, just something to remind you of. I don't know if that's just a rumor or if that's actually true, but oh, thank you guys. That was a lot of likes all at once there. Yeah, Kevin, don't forget to like. Don't forget it. All right, very good. Okay, what do you say that we draw some gift cards? I'd like to go through these, and if you guys know any of these people. Ava, what was your question? Was your question just if you won? I don't see your question anywhere else. The church we go to is Living Water Church. You just want to know how old I am? I will answer your question, Ava, in just a couple minutes, I promise. So how old I am 32 years old. I always have to think about it, and my wife always makes fun of me because I think when I was 28, I spent the whole year telling people that I was, or no, I was 27. I spent the whole year telling people that I was 28. And so when I actually turned 28, it was like I got the whole year back because I had been telling people the wrong age for the whole entire year. And so now I do the math every time. But I'm 32 years old, so yeah, that's where I'm at. I look 21. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Stories about Jake Armstrong in the comments. I'm not going to read through it all, Matt, but I appreciate the information. That's really cool. I'm assuming you played at Ford City, or was that at Kittanning? I'm not sure. I might know your dad. Who's your dad, Ava? Okay, winners. All right, winner number 1. You guys ready for this? All right, winner number 1 from Kittanning, Pennsylvania is Lisa Schaefer. So Lisa Schaefer, if any of you know Lisa Schaefer, you can let her know that she won. I'll be trying to contact people afterwards to let them know that they are the big winner. So the first $20 gift card goes to Lisa Schaefer. Number 2, I do not know Brad Crispin, Ava. Don't know him. Number 2, entry number 309, is Tiffany Heilman Dudek. And so I don't know if she's related to Zane Dudek or if she's going to try the Dudek double with her gift card, but $20 gift card from Kittanning, Pennsylvania, Tiffany Heilman Dudek. That's winner number 2. Really interesting to see how people came in too. The first one was from YouTube. Lisa was from YouTube. So if you guys, well, you're on the YouTube channel, obviously, so you know that one. The second one, Tiffany, actually came over from the Facebook page, and so she visited Harper's Grill Facebook page to get entered, but we also have the Kittanning Greatest City in the World Facebook page. So if you guys haven't liked that yet, you should go and take a look on there. Is that really Zane's mom? That's fantastic. So Zane's mom won a gift card. That's really cool. Winner number 3 is from Kittanning, Pennsylvania. He was on my Instagram. That's how he got entered, and it's Jason Sims. And so if you know Jason Sims, he is a big winner tonight, number 3. Let's see here. Winner number 4 from Ford City, Pennsylvania, John C. Thomas. Looks like the email is he's John C. Thomas Jr. And so if you guys know John, he got entered in through the YouTube channel. So you can make sure that John knows that he won a $20 gift card to Harper's Grill. And winner number 5, the last one. This is the last one, Ava. You did not win. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you didn't. But winner number 5 is Michael Schaefer from Kittanning, Pennsylvania. So I don't know if Michael is, well, it doesn't look like he's related to Lisa. They have 2 different Schaefer spellings. So hopefully they both from different families. They don't all go to one family. But either way, that's very cool. Michael Schaefer is the last big winner. So just to run through them real quick one more time. Lisa Schaefer, Tiffany Howman-Dudek, Jason Sims, John Thomas, and Michael Schaefer. That's our 5 winners. I'm sorry, Ava, but make sure that you get entered into the next ones. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, and we will make sure that we will do more gift card giveaways in the future, and hopefully you will win one next time. 9-year-old winning the gift card would be kind of funny. I don't know how I guess you could take your parents out to eat or something, but that would be good. Let me catch up on some comments here. Dylan says, yo, I'm new to the stream. Can I get some subs and a shout out, please? Dylan, this is your shout out. I cannot guarantee you any subs, but if you subscribe to this channel and if you're consistently commenting on my videos, I can pretty much guarantee that I will check out your channel, and if I like the content, I will subscribe, especially if it's local stuff. If it's local stuff, I will be all over it. If it's a gaming channel, it's got to be real good, man. So, if it's gaming channel, make sure you're stepping up your game, and I will maybe subscribe, because I'm not that into gaming, but I am interested in helping you guys make your channels more successful. So if you are a small creator here in Armstrong County, just let me know what you're doing, and I would be happy to make that happen. Let's see. Oh, Jason is your brother, Ryland Game says. That's fantastic. So did you let Jason know that he won? I think that would be really cool. Congrats to everyone who won, says Kevin. Kevin, thank you for always being awesome. Ava says, I play Roblox on my channel. I don't even know what Roblox is, guys. I'm going to have to look this up now, because everyone seems to be playing Roblox. That's really interesting to me. Everyone who didn't win or who won a gift card, I will be contacting them through this week, starting on Tuesday. So you can let Jason know that I will get in touch with him on Tuesday, and we can figure out how he wants to pick up that gift card, either at my office or I can mail it out to him. Whatever's going to be easiest for him. Matt Smith. Okay, maybe this will be how we'll end the night. Tell us some stories about your pit days. Did you used to go to... I'm not sure. Oh, and yeah, I don't know what that first one is. And the O for late night food back in the day. I have a buddy who had a house on Dawson. Halloween parties at Pitt were fun. Yeah, and so just to tell you a little bit about my history at Pitt, that was before I knew Jesus, and so I do have all kinds of crazy stories from Pitt because I was a partier. I didn't make it through that much of school. Number one, because I ran out of money. And number 2, because I just didn't care. And so that's kind of my story at Pitt. I actually went to Pitt at Greensburg, but we still went down to Oakland every now and again. And I actually went to Oakland basically the entire year before I actually went to school. I moved here from Minnesota, so I stayed a year in Pittsburgh before I did anything with school because I needed to get residency. I had to have Pennsylvania residency to get in-state tuition. And so I just basically took the year off and worked. And then after that year, I got offered a scholarship from the Pitt main campus to go to Pitt Greensburg. I didn't get into the engineering school like I wanted to, and so they just offered me a scholarship to go to any of their branch campuses. So I chose Pitt at Greensburg. We had a house there. I bought my first house when I was 19 years old. Uh-oh. Is it lagging? Someone tell me if the video is lagging. Uh-oh. Can you guys still hear me? I'm frozen. I don't know how to reset it. Let me see if I can just change the cameras and see if it'll do anything for me here. But you can still hear me? Okay. That's good you can still hear me. I'll tell the rest of my story, but I guess it won't be, just won't be as interesting. But if you guys can still hear me and you want to hear the rest of the story, I'll just keep telling it. So I went to Pitt at Greensburg. That was a really, it was a good time. Here we go. Camera's coming back. Okay, I think you can see me again. So I went to Pitt at Greensburg for a year. I bought my first house when I was 19, and then we went ahead and basically I rented out to other kids that were in the dorm rooms with me. I rented to them for significantly less than they had to pay for dorm space, and so that was interesting times. And then we basically had one of the party houses. So Greensburg was a dry campus, and that was not part of my ambition at that moment in my life, and so we were like a party house, and just a lot of bad things that I really not proud of at all. And then what's really interesting is when I was 23 or 24, I actually started going to church for the first time. My mom sent me a Bible for my birthday, and so that was, at the time I thought, well, that's probably about the worst gift I ever received. And so I started reading the Bible just basically to try to prove it wrong and to prove my mom wrong. And then it came down to the fact that I started going to church, and I actually I got saved while I was trying to prove my mom wrong. While I was reading the Bible just to have ammunition against her. And so that completely changed my life. I quit drinking, quit doing drugs, got out of relationships that I shouldn't have been in, and then ultimately I met my wife, and just everything changed for the better. And so would just encourage you guys not to go down that same road that I did. I spent a lot of time searching for things that were just not healthy or not good. And I did a little preaching on that this morning too. So if you want to go check out the sermon from this morning at Living Water Church, yeah, go check it out. But that's my story. And then since then, to get from Greensburg to here, I never actually finished at Pitt. I only went for a year and ended up working for a State Farm agent in Greensburg, and then got my own office 6.5 years ago. And so it was really crazy how God has orchestrated all this stuff and moved me to the greatest city in the world. And now I'm here trying to do as much good as possible for the kingdom of God here in Kittanning, and ultimately Ford City and Armstrong County. I just really have a heart for this area, and I just am excited for what God has for the future of our city and for the areas around us. But it all started with a relationship with Jesus, and so just encourage you guys, if you haven't made that decision yet, or if you're kind of still searching for your place in the world, I would suggest that if you come over to Living Water Church, or find a good solid church in your area, go engage with some local Christian believers, some strong Christian believers, and it's a life-changing experience to have a relationship with God. It really is. And so I would say that's really the only thing that I can attribute my success to. So that's maybe more than you wanted to know about my days at Pitt, or maybe less than you wanted to know. Maybe you wanted some more juicy stories of like drunken nights and those kinds of things. I got plenty of those, and maybe a different time when there's not 9-year-olds in the room. Let's see here. Ava's only got 1 sub on her channel. You guys, she's sad. Go check out Ava's channel. If you like Roblox, and you can give her a subscription. Can you guys not hear me? Did I just say all that for nothing? Oh, just Roblox can't hear me? Can everyone else hear me? Can someone confirm that they can hear me? Ava, can you hear me? Kevin? Okay, good. All right, great. I was thinking maybe a barter board could help a lot. Yeah, I mean, that's a cool idea, Kevin. Any of that stuff that you want to create within the church, I would definitely be happy to put up. So just let me know. And if anyone wants to help fix the free little library by the house, or by our church, I don't know if it was vandalized or if it got damaged in a storm or what happened to it, but we need a new little piece of glass in there, and then we need a new latch for it also. So we could use some help with that if anyone's interested in taking on a little project for the free little library. I'm missing something here. Oh, Matt Smith. Have you ever tried Dino's at Greensburg or Latrobe? Matt, man. Dino's is the best. Dino's is 100% the best wings that I've ever had. If you guys have never been to Latrobe or the Greensburg Dino's, you need to go and check it out. Dino's is absolutely amazing. So they have this wing sauce, and it's called Slicker sauce, and it is just the greatest thing ever. It's like sweet and hot together, and I think they put garlic in it. And if you get Slicker sauce with Parmesan cheese on it, man, it's just... I'm hungry now, and I just ate, and I'm hungry again. Dino's is amazing. So yeah, definitely go to Dino's and check it out if you're ever in the Westmoreland County area. Or if you're going to watch Steelers training camp or something, stop at Dino's on your way home. Might end up crooked. I don't really care if it ends up crooked, Kevin. I just want it to be closed up and safe again. Roblox, you could hear me the whole time? You were just pranking me? You just wanted me to ask the question? Terrible. Yeah, Dino's in Kittanning would be absolutely incredible. Yeah, someone needs to work on that, Matt. Call up the owner, see what it would cost to get a Dino's here. I will be an investor. I don't have time to run a restaurant, but I'll be happy to invest. I know it would take off, so wouldn't have any problem supporting that here. I don't even know where do people get wings here. Is there a good place with good wing sauce, like good homemade wing sauces here? I don't even know. Oh, Bugsy's. Bugsy's, okay. Yeah, Bugsy's, I think they still sell whole wings and that kind of thing. These are like, you know, dive bar wings at Dino's. But they're incredible. Really good stuff. Okay, guys, we're at 37 minutes. I'm not hopeful that my wife is going to join us here, but we need a restaurant that does turkey wings instead of chicken. Call it the Jurassic way. Yeah, that'd be cool, okay? Just those huge, like, turkey legs, just covered and slathered in wing sauce. I'm down with it. I'm with you on it, Kevin. Roblox, you want to meet me somewhere? Do we need to do a meetup sometime? That'd be kind of cool. County Line Tavern out past Worthington has good wings. Okay. Oh yeah, Wick City. Yeah. Wick City Saloon has wings. From what I've heard, they're pretty good. Okay. I got a couple new restaurants to try then. Oh, she's here. She's here. Look at this. Look at this. Do you guys have any last minute questions for Elizabeth? We could do a few more minutes here. Tony C's. I've never even heard of that. Do a meet and greet in Kittanning, Ava. Would your parents let the 9-year-old kid come out? Do your parents watch the channel too? I'm just interested. Royal Learning Time says hi.
What's that?
Royal Learning Time says hi to you.
Hi.
Any questions for Elizabeth or questions about our vacation? Any of that kind of stuff? Trying to think of what else we could talk about. Oh, you know what? One more thing if you guys have questions. I'm planning to interview the mayor of Kittanning this week for the first episode of the podcast. And so if you guys have any questions for Scott Klein, be really interested to hear what you guys have that you want to ask him. And we can, if you put those questions in here, then I will consider those questions for the future, for that podcast, for the first podcast that's coming up this week. You got all kinds of people saying hi to you.
Hi, everyone.
So first question to you. Well, first off, Kevin, put Tony C's. Tell me where that is in the comments. But first question, Elizabeth, do you read? And if so, what is the best book you have read?
I actually like to read a lot. It's just with children, I don't read at all. I'll just put it that way. I would like to sit down and be able to read at night or whenever. it just doesn't happen. And if I do sit down, within 2 minutes, I'm falling asleep. I do really like to read. I just don't really have the time to do it. And I really don't know what the best book is that I ever read. I don't know. I like everything. So.
Yeah. He said the Bible doesn't count, so that's obviously be the first for both of us. But
I saw that.
My best book, I don't know if you guys even care, but my best book is Les Miserables. That book is amazing. The movie is horrible in comparison. So if you guys have the opportunity, but it's a big book. It's probably as long as the Bible. So, but totally worth it if you have some time to make that happen. Royal Learning Time says she would love to connect with you about homeschooling.
Okay, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I just kind of started a couple months ago, just here and there, but then we're really going to get started more consistently. So I'm not an expert at all. I'm just starting, but I would love to talk to you. And
yeah, for sure. The Royal Learning Time, if you're serious about that, send me a DM on Instagram, and just with your contact information, I'll pass it on to her, and she'll definitely call you when she has some free time during the day. That would be really great. We're looking for all the advice we can get as far as homeschool goes and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, YouTube Mania says Scott Klein is soft. I don't know what you mean by that. Do you have a question for Scott Klein? Tony C's used to be in Ford City when I was growing up. It was a bar. Padre's Place was another great eatery with great meals. Yeah, because I've never heard of Tony C's. Your favorite movie? Olivia wants to know what your favorite movie is.
Goodness, I don't really know. I haven't really seen a movie that has been real people in a long time. I've seen a lot of cartoons lately. I couldn't even tell you what's out there right now. But goodness, I don't know. I like movies. I just don't have a favorite. I think when I was little growing up, and I still kind of like it, was Beauty and the Beast. That was like, Belle was my girl. But that was just my favorite movie then. Now, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Kids take up so much time, so not really sure.
I used to be so into movies, and we used to watch a lot of movies actually together, and that just kind of, once we had kids, it just all went out the window. And especially now when I'm making YouTube videos, it's like that takes up basically all of my nights, and then she's always got something that she's doing, and so it's pretty difficult to watch movies these days. But like when I did watch movies, and like before Jesus, I was into like Fight Club and those kinds of movies were like my favorites for a long time. And then we watched I'm trying to remember. Like Fireproof. Some of the newer Christian movies that are out are actually really good, and so I like a lot of that stuff. Fireproof and Courageous, and when all those movies came out, I was real into that too. Really had a good time with that. Ava, I promise you're not left out. You have a lot of clout in here. Fight Club is top 5 movies ever, in my opinion. It's super interesting movie, even still. From a Christian perspective, to watch Fight Club, and you just kind of realize like the human experience, because there's a lot of people that actually feel that way. And when you look at the last election cycle, like the people that voted for Donald Trump, and I think the reason Donald Trump won is because of movies like Fight Club that were real like anti-system, anti-government, anti-establishment, and I think that those kinds of movies have a lot of implications that people don't realize on the surface level. It the Clown is, no, Ava, I'm not into It at all. I saw that when I was little, the original It movie, and it scared me for decades. So I'm not into It, and I will not be watching the new one. So if you invite me to your house for that, I will not be there. We go live every Sunday night. So Sundays at 9 o'clock is when we're going to be doing live videos, and then I'll be making regular YouTube videos throughout the week. Meet and greet. If it happens, it won't be happening anytime like super soon. But maybe in the next couple months, we could coordinate for something like that. I would really love to I'd really love to do like a meet and greet when we hit 1,000 subscribers, because that's like a big number for YouTube. And so if you guys keep sharing these videos and things and we can get up to 1,000, then I'd be happy to do a meet and greet, and maybe I'll just host a big Kittanning party. I think that'd be really cool. YouTube Mania asks, will the podcast be live? The podcast will not be live because I don't know the guests that I'm going to have. I don't know if they're going to be comfortable talking, and so I may need to do some editing, edit out some, if we need to take a break or something like that. A lot of people that I'm going to be doing podcasts with will be, government officials, city officials, business owners, and so it may be broken up where we do half of the podcast and then take a 10-minute break for them to make a call or whatever, and then do the rest of the podcast. I don't know how that's going to work, but it will be edited. But it will be on YouTube. It'll be in video format, and then once I have enough podcast material, then I'll actually create an actual podcast channel, and we'll move everything. I'll have an audio podcast that people could download and walk around town and do those kinds of things. Scott Klein's the mayor of Kittanning, Kevin, and so just if you have the question about the mayor of Kittanning, you're more than welcome to ask it, and I'd be happy to do it. Ava, you got to go. I understand. You can go ahead and head out, but it was great having you, Ava. Just mark your calendar next Sunday night. Join us again. It was good having you, and good having you talking and asking questions.
Good night, Ava.
Okay, Roblox. Will it be money? I really don't have money. I'm not sure what that means, Roblox. If we do something, we will not have a. If we do a meetup, it won't cost you anything. It'll just be free, and it'll be fun. I feel like I missed something. Have you seen anything that I missed? Oh, the new Beauty and the Beast is amazing.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah. Are you talking the live action one? That's the only new one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The live action. Yeah, we haven't seen it yet. So
it's on Netflix, but I haven't seen it yet. Yeah.
Maybe we'll go watch it.
I'll be out in 2 minutes, by the way. So.
I'll watch it by myself, and she'll sleep. Do you know the status of the cleanup at the junior high school site? It seems like it's taking forever. And so the status there, I drove by today. It looks like it's really moving along now. They have a big machinery there to move the old stuff, and they have backfill that's being loaded in there. So I don't think we'll be more than another month, PJ. I think that cleanup's going to start going pretty fast. Oh, someone said you have a beautiful family. Jennifer Schwartz said, makes me want to move back to Kittanning. Or are you saying you want to have a beautiful family, or are you saying we have a beautiful family? Either way, that's great. She said, need some prayers while I'm gearing for a nasty custody battle for my daughter. Jennifer, I'm so sorry to hear that. You guys, that's never fun. And so, Jennifer, we'll be praying for you. If you guys are praying people, just put Jennifer Schwartz on your prayers for her relationship there with her ex, obviously, and that it would have a good resolution for her and her daughter and for everyone involved. YouTube Mania says, I'm curious, I love your channel and keep up to date with it often, but I was born and raised in Armstrong County. In growing your channel, how do you plan on appealing to people not from the area? And we've actually just been talking about that. I think the future of this channel and this movement in general is that if we can come up with a system for how to take a small city that's not in good shape, and if we can have a system to take a small city and really revitalize it, then I think we'll have a lot of material to be able to impart to a lot of other cities. You look at how many little Rust Belt towns around the country have the same story as Kittanning. I just think it could be really powerful. If we could just change the mindset of our area, then we could be a catalyst to change the mindset in a lot of different areas around the country and take a lot of the most depressed areas of our nation, basically from here all the way to like Detroit and all those little towns in between, and it could have massive power and massive potential. And so that's what I'm looking at long term. But I don't think we need to look that far ahead right now. We got enough problems in Kittanning to try to tackle, and yeah. But I think we've talked. I mean, my dream totally would be to be a YouTuber. If I could have 1 million subscribers and make enough money to make this happen, I would gladly make videos every day for the rest of my life. I think that'd be awesome. Would you like to have me home? Yeah. Maybe?
Most of the time.
For the first couple weeks. And then you'd be like, can you get a job again? Let's see. Does that make sense, YouTube Mania? If you have any ideas for me, I'd be happy to talk about that. Good. I'm so happy. I like $5. So Roblox, do you have like $5 and you don't want to lose that? I'm not going to make you spend your money to come meet me. And honestly, if any of you guys want to meet me, I'm a State Farm agent in downtown Kittanning. You can come to my office anytime. I'd be happy to talk with you. I love that. Rural learning time, that's your dream too. See? It's the best job in the world. Why would you not want to do that? Are you going to the Riverhawks home football game this Friday? It's historic. First game at the new field. Episode idea. That is an idea. I would love to go. I like watching football. My family, my kids don't even know what football is. I don't think. They know what soccer is because we watch soccer every now and again, but I don't think you're really...
I'm not into football
Yeah.
at all. But, I mean, I would go. It's just really hard with 4 young kids to be out past 7:30 because they get cranky and it's bedtime and, yeah.
So if someone can hook me up with tickets, I'll go. I'll drag the family out. You got to get me 6 tickets to the football game. I'll go make a video about it. Those poor Riverhawks, I don't see them having the same sense of belonging as Kittanning and Ford City players did. I don't know if that's true, Kevin. I mean, that first year, I think, did a lot for them. It was really interesting to see that, how they ended on an exact tie between Kittanning and Ford City so that no one could go in with bragging rights. I thought that was really, really cool. If you guys haven't seen that video that Sports Illustrated did, that's one of the most amazing videos for our area, and it didn't get promoted nearly enough. But go watch that. And then you had Zane Dudek came in right in that first season, and that was just amazing. Yeah, I think it really gelled that team. I don't want to say that one person makes a team, but that kid really did an amazing thing for both cities because they could have been a really bad football team and it could have been really terrible. But they turned out to be a really good football team. I was sad when he got injured because I thought that could have been a really amazing story. But at the same time, I think we saw the two cities really come together, and I think over time we'll see that more and more. I really think Ford City and Kittanning should have one government along with West Kittanning and all those kinds of things, and have one police force. I think that would save both cities a lot of money and just an idea for the future. But that's a whole different conversation. YouTube Mania says, I love what you're trying to do with Kittanning and I love your videos. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate all the support. Share them around with somebody. If you have a family member that they don't use their phone all that often, just go into the YouTube app, find my channel, and subscribe on it. I just need 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to have the watch time. That's not going to be a problem for YouTube for me. But subscribers are going to be a challenge just because there's not that many people around here. Kevin says, I remember growing up and it was always Ford City versus Kittanning, and yet we cheered for both regardless at Hawaii games. That's really awesome. I always pictured it as more of like a bitter rivalry like Pitt and Penn State, but if it was not, then that's even cooler. Okay, guys, 53 minutes in here. I think we're going to sign off. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys can join us next Sunday at 9 o'clock, and we will do it again. Hopefully we'll have the first podcast will be out by then. So what I'd like to do is take some of those topics of conversation that we have with the Mayor, Scott Klein, and I'd like to create some questions for you guys out of that, and then maybe have either a follow-up interview with him, or if we come up with other questions for city council members. I really want all of you to start using your mind to think of how we can make this city a better place to live. And so just continue to be thinking about that. Continue to think, how can we work with local government, with local business to make this city thrive. I think that needs to be all of our driving goal, and ultimately we're working just that the city could be changed for the glory of God. And so just make that a part of your prayer time, make that a part of your thoughts, and we'll go ahead and we'll see you next time. Let me just make sure. God bless you both. Thank you, Kevin. Yes, I will see you Thursday. You want to play? Oh yeah, okay. We'll play your song, Kevin, on Thursday. I'll mention it to Kim tomorrow. Kevin's favorite song is what's it called?
Don't look at me.
I Ran Out of That Grave. Christian Stanfill. Mark Crosby, are you still here? Help me out, man. Anyways, bye-bye, guys. I love you all. Love the city of Kittanning. Thanks you all for joining us. And as always, see you in the next one.